Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So before we get into where's the bite, would you do something for me really quickly? Would you hit that subscription button down in the corner and then click the bell so you get notified? And also, if you're not already subscribed, and there's a few of you out there who are not, why don't you hit that subscription button for me? It would really help. So let's jump into where is the bite. Right now in Lake Norman, things are getting a little bit tough. We're getting into the dog days of summer. The water temperatures upper 80s, 90 degrees, but you can still catch them. And you can catch them in a multitude of ways right now. You can catch them shallow and you can catch them deep. When it comes to deep, guys, I'm still doing a lot of the same things that I've been doing in previous videos. Still throwing the 6XD, both in Tennessee Shad 2.0 and powder blue black chartreuse. Two phenomenal baits. Still catching them on that. Still catching them on swim bait. Now I'm mixing up my swim bait a little bit now. Before I was throwing that 3/4 ounce True Lock swim bait head from TrueBass on a 4.5 inch TrueBass swim bait in Citron. Well, I've switched that up a little bit now. Actually, I'm throwing a 1/2 ounce underspin. For some reason, that underspin seems to be getting a little bit more bites. As a matter of fact, caught a real nice one yesterday on that. And so what I'll do is I'll put that fish catch here at the end. But the bait really that has kind of been doing a lot of work for me right now is a Carolina rig. And a Carolina rig is a great way to catch fish when fishing gets tough. And now I use a Z-Man product because it allows that bait to float up off the bottom. And I think it gets you a few more bites. Now I'm actually using something that doesn't have any action. So it has zero action at all, but it has that shad profile, and I think it's getting bit. Not ready to tell you guys about that bait just yet. Trying to keep it a little bit of a secret till I know that it works. But it's been working, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys because I think it's something that nobody else is doing. And when you're throwing something that nobody else is, it'll get you a few more bites. So can't wait to share that, guys, share that bait with you. But I've also been mixing in some shallow fishing. So I've been doing a couple different things shallow. Number one, I've been throwing a Buzzbait. In the last video, I was throwing a Rage Menace on my Buzzbait. I've actually mixed that up now, and I'm throwing a Craw. A Craw is a great bait because it helps keep that Buzzbait up. And so right now I've been using the Craw Father from Missile Baits in a black and blue. Works phenomenal. I caught a nice largemouth on that yesterday. And then when I'm not throwing a Buzzbait, I'm skipping a jig. Now I skip two different jigs. The first one I skip is a 3/8 ounce True South. They're a local company right around the Lake Norman, Lake Wiley area. And I use a multitude of colors. If you have not already checked them out, I'll leave a link down in the description to the True South website. Absolutely some of the best jigs on the market. They have a wire tie so that skirt won't pull down when you skip it up underneath the dock. And so when I'm using that, I use either a Rage Menace as a trailer, a Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl, or a Zoom Chunk. Those are the three trailers that I use. The other jig that I'm using right now is a more of a finesse approach. It's a little jig that I make. It's a little 3/16 ounce ball-headed jig with a fluorocarbon weed guard, so it's ultra clear. And then I put a skirt on it and trim it down, make it look super small, super compact. And then I'm using a couple different baits on that. I use a Cabin Creek Crawl or an Ultra Vibe Speed Crawl. Both work really well. Both are that super compact profile. Really allows you to skip it up underneath the dock. Now for that setup, it's a little bit different than my True South. My True South setup, I skip that on a 7-foot heavy, whereas this little finesse jig, I'm skipping it on a 610 medium heavy, so a little bit lighter. Same thing with line. When I skip that 3/8 ounce jig, 17 to 20 pound fluoro. When I skip that little 3/16, 15 pounds. So it's a little bit of more of a finesse approach, and I think it gets you bit. So guys, that's what I've been doing here on the lake. As I said, fishing's kind of tough. but you can still catch fish. And if you're not out there, you're never going to catch them. So I'd encourage you to get out on the lake, catch some fish, and hopefully, guys, we'll catch you guys later here on the channel. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye. Like that, guys. You know, that's a beautiful spotted bass.